Good evening and welcome to this special meeting of the Governance Committee of West Berkshire Council, meeting to review an urgent item. I'm Councillor Eric Pattenden, the chair of the committee. I'm supported today by other members of the committee, some of whom are in attendance, I think. Other members of the committee are Councillors Howard Wollaston, Dominic Bowick, Jeremy Cottam, Owen Jeffrey, David Marsh, Chris Reed and Louise Sturgis, and our independent members Simon Carey and our parish council representative Bill Graham and David Southgate. Councillor David Marsh will be joining the meeting remotely, and for clarity, any members joining the meeting remotely will be able to participate in discussions but will not be able to vote on any of the items. Joseph Holmes, Shannon Coleman Slaughter, Julie Gillespie and Kathleen Pogos are the officers who will be advising the meeting, and in attendance we also have David Johnson from Grant Thornton. Sadie Owen is in attendance as the clerk to the committee, and the Zoom host is Lizzie Reeves. The meeting is being recorded and live streamed on YouTube, so members of the public are able to follow proceedings. If we hear the evacuation alarm this evening, we must leave the building immediately. Please proceed via the safe emergency exit route, which will be shown to us by the trained officers present. Please follow any instructions given by the trained officers present. The assembly point is in the car park of the Dolphin Pub. So item one, apologies. And I know an apology has been received from Councillor Ian Cottingham, and Councillor Jeffrey. Use your microphone, please.
Yes, and I also know that Councillor Jeff Brooks presents apologies as well, please. He's got two meetings and cannot be at both simultaneously.
Actually, I don't think Councillor Jeff Brooks is in this committee, so...
Oh, is he not?
So,
is he
but thanks for the apology all the same.
In that case, he doesn't need to apologise.
We do have a verbal apology from Councillor Jeremy Cottam. Perhaps we can note that. Thank you. Any other apologies?
No, Chairman, that's it.
Thank you. Okay, item two, declarations of interest. Clerk, do we have any declarations of interest?
None received, no.
Thank you. And any from the floor? No, thank you. So item three, the constitutional amendment relating to the Joint Public Protection Committee. Moira, would you like to introduce this report?
Thank you, Chairman. Firstly, can I say thank you to the Chairman for agreeing to take this item at short notice, and also to thank the committee for attending this additional meeting in your very busy schedules. Can I pass on apologies from Sean Murphy, the service manager, who is on leave but has been involved in the preparation of this report. I'd also like to thank our colleagues in the legal team who've been very supportive in putting the report together as well. It may be helpful for me to set out the reason for the short notice. The Joint Public Protection Committee met on the 12th of June and considered their terms of reference. The chairman of the committee, Councillor Dillon, proposed that the composition of the committee be extended from one executive and one council member from each of the two authorities, Bracknell and West Berkshire, to one executive member and two council members from each authority, making it a committee of 6 members. Just a bit of background on the Joint Public Protection Committee. The committee was set up by resolution of both councils and has been in place since January of 2017. It meets around 4 times a year. It originally had 2 members from each of the then 3 partner authorities, Bracknell, Wokingham and West Berkshire. On the 31st of March 2022, Wokingham formally left the partnership, although they have continued to buy back a number of shared services through West Berkshire's, including things like trading standards and the case management unit. And the committee reduced then from 6 to 4 members. The committee has delegated executive and council functions to effectively have strategic oversight of the partnership and are permitted to make policy decisions affecting the shared public protection service. The background to the proposal is set out in more detail in the report, but I can confirm that Bracknell Forest members of the committee supported the proposal, and a timetable has been set in place for consideration by the same decision at their council meetings. In terms of why the report has been tabled as an urgent item, the next meeting of the Joint Committee is on the 2nd of October 2023, meaning that the July Council meeting is the only meeting that this matter can go to in order to deliver the constitutional changes needed in time for any new member to join the October meeting. It also keeps us in the same cycle as our partners in Bracknell and will allow time for the inter-authority agreement, which underpins the partnership, to be amended. This committee is being asked to consider the constitutional and governance requirements associated with the decision and then make a recommendation to full council. If the recommendations are adopted, we will work with colleagues in legal on the implementation mechanisms to bring this to fruition if accepted by the council. I'm happy to answer any questions.
Any questions, councillors? So from my understanding, we've got a relatively minor amendment to the Constitution. We've got a change that it hasn't, from my understanding, hasn't gone to the corporate board, but it did go to the ops board on the 22nd of June, and has obviously had review from Sarah Clark and Nikki Thomas. So if we're happy, then I'd like to propose it from the chair, and looking for a second. Thank you, Councillor Jeffrey. I think we're show of hands. So
apologies for my lateness. I don't know.
Oh.
Apologies for my lateness. Thank you. Am I able to vote?
you are, as far as I'm concerned, Councillor Berwick.
Constitutionally. I've only just. Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Apologies, I would say no, yes, because the paper started.
Chair, can I just say something?
Go ahead, Councillor Marsh.
You can hear me, that's good. We're having problems with my camera, so you can't see me, but I am very much here and listening in and participating. But I don't think I can vote anyway because I'm on Zoom. So if I can, I will, but I assume I'm not. What's your ruling on that?
My understanding is that you can't vote.
Okay, all right. Well, anyway, I'm here and I will be here for the meeting that follows this, even if you can't see me. Thank you.
Noted. Thank you, Councillor Marsh.
Thanks, Chair. Thank you.
So I'm going to propose Councillor Jeffrey seconding. All those in favour? Carried.
Yep, that's carried, Chair.
Thank you. That business is now concluded. Meeting closed.